Welcome back, my fellow weirdos, to the Owl News Network. Hoot hoot! Breaking news, you guys. Jeff Sessions is a fucking moron. It's true, you guys. The Attorney General of the United States, the evil garden gnome, Jeff Sessions. Does he creep anyone else out? He reminds me of a skeeted out leprechaun who's like snorting pixie dust, like I don't know about those Russians. Like, okay, guy, we believe you. Regardless, yeah, his ass is in hot water. Apparently, it all stems from like a month ago during his confirmation hearings for Attorney General, where he was asked by Al Franken, who, like, sidebar, does anyone else think Al Franken looks just like that cute little fat kid from Stranger Things with the Ghostbuster shirt? It's like, what? Are you like a time traveling fucking child actor? Conspiracy theory. Regardless, Al Franken asked him, listen, Sessions, what's up with this shit? If any of Trump's surrogates were having interactions with the Russians, like, how would you feel about that, you know? And like a fucking idiot, Jeff Sessions just volunteers, well, you know, I've been called a Trump surrogate, and I've never hung out or met those Russians. Like, he basically lied under oath. Because it's come to light that not only did he meet the Russian ambassador Klitsniak, whatever, once, but fucking twice. And fucking Sessions is trying to spin this whole shit. He's like, well, I didn't really remember what you were talking about because I was thinking in my capacity as a member of the Armed Services Committee, not as a surrogate. Like, we're over here arguing semantics and shit. Motherfucker, did you meet the Russians or not, right? Aren't you supposed to be the Attorney General of the United States? Aren't you supposed to be like the number one lawyer, prosecutor in this whole fucking country? You can't even figure out how to answer a question without perjuring yourself under oath. Which, by the way, you guys, Sessions, lest we forget, is the same motherfucker who voted to impeach Bill Clinton during this whole dick-sucking fiasco where Clinton lied under oath and blah, blah, blah. And Sessions has made a big fucking deal, you know, on the record, talking about he perjured himself. He should be impeached. And this is a very serious oath that we're taking. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what, you fucking garden gnome? Now your ass is in hot water. And yeah, he had to recuse himself. So that's what should have happened. Number one, we need a fucking special investigation, a special prosecutor assigned to this case. And I'm not saying that we need to fucking get rid of Sessions. I don't believe there's calls for his resignation. And that's coming all the way from fucking Chuck Schumer to Saint Sanders, you know what I mean? And they could say what they want, but for me personally, I don't feel like it's gotten to that point. Like, listen, what we're seeing right here is one personal snapshot into this entire large puzzle that is the Russian fiasco and the connections that are being untangled that are fucking coming to light with each passing day. So in terms of this snapshot of what Sessions did or didn't say, I don't believe that that's grounds for his resignation. I don't think that it's right. It's not. He basically, maybe he misspoke under oath. Who knows what kind of weird psychological justifications he had for thinking that way, or whether or not he talked about anything of consequence with this Klitsniak character. He says he can't remember. Maybe they were just talking about, you know, how awesome it is to live in Soviet Russia, except for the fact that like 5 Russian ambassadors have gone missing and dead under mysterious circumstances since all this shit fucking came to light in the United States. Oh, and also, by the way, Klitsniak's the same guy whose late night phone calls took down Michael Flynn. Remember that shit? It was Klitsniak who was like doing the late night, like, hey, what's up? It's Flynn. Oh yeah, cool. Let's just we'll ease them sanctions. No one will fucking know. You idiots! Is Klitsniak working with them? If that's part of the scenario, he's doing a hell of a job. He's literally bringing down the entire administration one by one. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And none of this shit would have come to light if Trump would have kept his mouth shut about how much he hates the intelligence community, how crappy they are, and blah, 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 blah. Well, now they're slowly trickling out the information, similar to Watergate, and they're not doing it in one big fucking deluge, right? It's not like, ooh, we got everything, we'll plop it out. Because if you do that, then people have time to get their story straight. They can have like a coalition. They come together and then they form a wall, and they won't break as easily. What's happening, very similar to Watergate, is where you trickle out the information and it slowly comes to light, so they start turning on each other like a pack of hungry dogs. Flynn will go first, you guys. Make no fucking bones about that. It's happening very slowly and very smartly, and they ain't called the fucking intelligence community for nothing. Which is fucking hella funny. Did I just say hella? I don't know what year it is, but yeah, I did. Which is really funny because Trump is the same guy who loved all these leaks that when they were exposing Hillary Clinton. WikiLeaks was great, and oh my God, they're a national treasure, and fucking Julian Assange is a hero and shit. And oh my God, when Comey came up forward and said that the FBI was still opening up an investigation on Hillary, he loved that shit, couldn't get enough. And it's similar to the fake news fiasco. They're always his friends until they speak badly on him, and then they're the enemy of the American people. Yeah. We trust your fucking orange ass over the FBI and the CIA, you idiot. Regardless, that shit's slowly coming to light. And I think that, honestly, there's 3 scenarios that are probably what's gonna happen once this special investigator, special prosecutor comes into play here. Number 1, Trump and his administration are completely innocent. Yeah, I guess it's a scenario. Some people buy it. Like, I don't personally buy it whatsoever because there's too much smoke. You know what I mean? Let's be fucking real. He's got Manafort, his ex-campaign manager, having various communications with the Russians. You got fucking Kushner, his son-in-law, who's been doing the same sort of back channel dealings. You know what I mean? Like, Rex Tillerson is his Secretary of State. Rex Tillerson was the fucking CEO for Exxon, and he was awarded the Medal of Friendship by Vladimir Putin. Who the fuck even gives out a Medal of Friendship? Like, what the hell is going on? It's a weird scenario, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's some definite there's some back channel dealings that are happening, and that leads me into scenario 2. I don't buy this, oh, they're completely innocent. Oh, it's just a smear campaign by the media and the fake news and the Democrats and the ghost of Hillary Clinton's pantsuit when I grabbed her fucking pussy and shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's too many small clues that are coming to light. The further we explore this conspiracy, yeah, I guess I'm a conspiracy theorist. Fucking weird shit. So second, and this is the camp that I fall in, that yeah, there were some back dealings going on. And we can't really say one way or another, but I'm pretty sure my inclination is that he's benefiting financially. He made a deal with fucking Russia, with Putin, saying we're going to ease these sanctions. He sent his little surrogates out to negotiate the terms and gain Putin's support during the election cycle to sow his mass disinformation campaign with all those Russian bots and shit like that. And he was like, listen, you guys, like, I'm gonna ease these sanctions. We'll get fucking Tillerson in as your Secretary of State. So what's gonna happen is all that oil money is just gonna be flowing. It's gonna be real fucking easy. We're gonna enrich you. You're gonna enrich your sphere of influence in the Baltic states, and we're gonna get fucking rich because we'll take care of the EPA, and all the fucking Paris climate accords. So it's not gonna be a problem. We'll be very simpatico with this. And yeah, that's honestly what I believed happened. And I believe if that is the case, if more of these accusations come to light, it's not going to end well, and it could possibly cause an impeachment. And well, it should, because that's just that's complete crony capitalism at its finest. That's you using your office as president of the United States to enrich yourself off the backs of the American people. You're supposed to be our servant, not the other way around, you fucking sick fuck. Regardless, that's my personal owl hypothesis. We have to wait and see. More evidence could come to light. Now, the third scenario, and this is the shit being drummed up for all the fucking clickbait by, liberal media and all this sensationalist shit, with like the Pissgate, the Pissgate debacle, where he's being blackmailed by Vladimir Putin because he got fucking caught on videotape when he went to go host the Miss Universe pageant in Moscow. And apparently he got a little fucking excited because he got the room where Michelle Obama slept, and he got a bunch of Russian whores. They watched some anime together, and then he had them piss on the bed while he like jerked it and fucked them, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's some wild shit. They're saying that Putin's using this supposed tape that may or may not exist to blackmail Trump. And these are extraordinary claims, you guys. And thus they require extraordinary proof. What proof do we have? Well, we got a fucking dossier. Dossier. Oh my God, my life right now. We got a dossier by an MI6 agent. And he's basically saying that he had contacts with the FSB, which is like the Russian intelligence community, and he actually admitted that he paid them to basically give information. And they said, yeah, listen, Putin's been fucking, he's got all this tape to blackmail him. He's got evidence that's been hacked from the fucking GOP's computers. He basically has the entire GOP and Trump's administration by the ball sack. How do you say ball sack in Russian? By the Blutskavitz, you know what I mean? So are these wild accusations true? Like, I don't know. Me personally, I don't really fucking buy it. Unless you have some strong evidence to the contrary, we can't just fucking smear these accusations on this guy. And if you think about it logically, it doesn't really make much sense anyway. Yeah, Putin's very well known for using two techniques against his friends and enemies, where he uses the carrot and he uses the stick. And the carrot in this scenario would be like, hey, we're all gonna get fucking rich off the backs of these exploited fucking countries that we're gonna use our oil to translate into riches beyond belief for all of our fucking capitalist friends. It's gonna be great. Just lift these fucking sanctions. We're gonna be fucking roiling in the oil money. You know what I mean? And then I guess the stick scenario would be like, if you don't do what I say, if you don't acquiesce to my demands, then fuck you. I'm gonna expose you as a fucking creepy piss pervert. You know what I mean? Which is like hilarious to me. I don't feel like that holds water. Because in order for blackmail to be an effective technique, what you have to do is like have anonymity. You can't be a blackmailer if they know who the fuck you are. Then there's ramifications for that. And if this piss tape got exposed, everyone would immediately know that the Russians were behind it. You know, even if he put it out through WikiLeaks and shit like that, we would immediately know. That would immediately escalate, at the bare minimum, a Cold War, and more in reality, probably some military action. It would be a whole fucking World War Type 3 scenario. It would be a fucking hot mess. And not only would it diminish Russia's standing, it would completely defeat the purpose of what Putin's trying to do, which is to have a friendly a voice in the U.S. government, which is Donald Trump. You know, he wants that friendly administration to look the other way while they annex, you know, whatever Baltic states, Crimea, all this fucking shit that they're doing. That's his end goal here, you know what I mean? And get rich off the backs of whoever he can fucking exploit. So I don't think that, even if the blackmail tape did exist, you know what I mean? Would they actually use it? I don't see how that could possibly work to his benefit. It just wouldn't make any sense. So no, I don't really buy that shit either. And I certainly don't buy that they fucking influence the elections. Hey, you guys, I got a new mic. Did you notice? I hope it's working. I certainly didn't buy the fact that they influenced the elections to the point where they stole the election. They didn't manually rig the Diebold voting machines. Maybe they sowed some fucking propaganda, some disinformation. But who's to blame for Hillary Clinton losing? The fact that she's fucking Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I voted for you, Hillary, and I'd vote for you again. You're far more qualified than this garbage orange dumpster that is Donald Trump. But no, you were a flawed candidate. You fucking sucked. You had all the enthusiasm and charisma of a wet diaper. So no, we gotta look in the fucking mirror on that one, liberals. Yeah, it's our fault too. Regardless, that's how it is. I'm stuck in a scenario too. If you guys feel like you're on one spectrum or the other, please let me know. I'm intrigued how everyone sees this unfolding. And do bear in mind, it will continue to unfold. This is just the tip of the iceberg, you guys. We got all sorts of fucking machinations, you know? Tune in next week for As the World Burns, American Government Edition. It's fucking great. I mean, yeah, fucking butt. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Stay tuned. Owl out. Subscribe. Talking about Pissgate. He got fucking pissed on. What? Show me the video.